Hi, today we're going to talk about how to combine sentences without repetition, without making it a run-on, without making it a comma splice, which means you try to put two things together that are complete sentences and all you put was a comma. So, kind of a few things together. Your job is to complete the notes on the practice, and then when you're done, come see me and I will let you know how much more you need to do based on your benchmark. So maybe like all you need is notes and practice. Maybe you need that and one video or two other practice things. So this is required, and then the rest will be tiered based on what you need. Okay, so make sure you have this paper, and it says 8.7G, and we're going to kind of take some notes and just kind of remember good punctuation rules. So first of all, a run-on sentence, remind yourself, is when you have two complete thoughts joined together. That is a good thing. It's good to have complex sentences. It's not good to have two complete thoughts in one sentence without proper punctuation. So you could either join two sentences together with a comma and a conjunction, or you can join two sentences together using a semicolon. If you have two complete thoughts, and I'll give you examples, you could use a semicolon. Reminder, that looks like this. It's like a period and a comma. Or you could simply separate the two sentences into two complete thoughts. So you could put a period and then a capital letter. All of these are good options. It just depends on your sentence. It depends on the style you're going for. Comma and a conjunction might be good if you're just trying to be concise. Semicolon is good if two things go together, but you don't want to have a run-on sentence. And two separate thoughts are fine if they don't seem to go together. I'm going to ask you to remind yourself what conjunctions are. So conjunctions join two thoughts together. So here's our little acronym. The acronym is fanboys. These are your most common conjunctions. Do you remember what they are? So for, and, nor, but, or, yet, so. So whenever you see these joining two complete thoughts together, you need a comma. I would say put a comma before your but, like this but. You don't always need them, but you need them. You need a comma and these if you want to join two thoughts. So we're going to kind of practice with this sentence right here. I like bread, it tastes really good. This is a run-on because all it uses is a comma. This is called a splice, and a splice is bad. Okay? Splice bad. So like if you crack the bumper of your car in half and you just try to splice it with like a piece of tape, it's not going to hold. We have two complete thoughts together and we can't just splice it with a piece of tape. That's like a comma. So we could do one of these three things. You could say, I like bread, and one of these conjunctions, or like a because. So I like bread, comma, for, it tastes really good. It would seem weird to say, I like bread, but it tastes good. That doesn't work. But shows the opposite. For and so show how it goes together. So this could work. I want you to kind of box that. You could use a semicolon, option 2. You could say, I like bread, semicolon, it tastes really good, and that's kind of your easiest option, except you gotta know how to use a semicolon. A semicolon joins two complete thoughts together, so if you cover up half of it, it should still be a complete sentence. I like bread is fine. It tastes really good. If you could separate it and cover up one or the other and it's still a complete thought, you can use a semicolon. You could old school separate it. I like bread, period, capital, it tastes really good, and that's fine. Okay, So that's option 3. So what I want you to do is look at these sentences and try to figure out what's wrong. So either the punctuation is wrong or the word choice is wrong or something. Because I like toast, semicolon, I have it for breakfast. If we cover up because I like toast is I have it for breakfast a complete thought? Sure. If you cover up I have it for breakfast is because I like toast a complete thought? No. So you can't use a semicolon right here, so what could we do? If you say because I like something or while I like something or during, if you start with one of these kind of conjunctions modifying it, then you can just use a comma. So because I like toast, comma, I have it for breakfast. You wouldn't use a semicolon because they're not two complete thoughts. So toast for breakfast is easy, comma, you should try it. Are these two complete thoughts? Check it. Toast is easy for breakfast, that could stand alone. You should try it, that could stand alone. So I can't just use a comma, what could I do? You got 3 options. I could say toast is easy for breakfast, comma, so you should try it, comma, and you should try it. Or I could just literally put a semicolon. It's your call. Just fix it. So pick one and fix it. Why don't you eat more toast? It's simple. So it's simple is a complete thought. Why don't you eat more toast is a complete thought. The problem here is you have just a comma between two complete thoughts. You look at the sentence and figure out what type of punctuation should go right there. Why don't you eat more toast? What should be right here is a question mark. And then a capital, it's simple. So if you have a question mark, then clearly you need to go option 3, which is new sentence. For this last one, I want you to pick one of the options, combine it with no repetition, make it make sense, and use good punctuation, and then come see me. So I eat toast for breakfast. I eat it most some days for breakfast too. How could you put this together in one sentence? Commas properly, use no repetition. Once you fix that and come talk to me, I will tell you what to do on the bottom as far as if you need to do just one of these or 2 of these or 3 of these, or if you're done when you fix that sentence. And it's just based on your benchmark score and on the specific skill. So be careful with this and come see me.